This mod pack is absolutely amazing. So today I've had the idea that I'm gonna build something pretty cool. It's gonna be a mining, like a drill sort of thing. There are some pillagers. So instead of doing that, I'm gonna give you a little tour. I added some things to our base, such as a washer. And if we really want, we can go ahead and grab some lava so that it turns into a smelter. A cool little thing is I have 3 spots for the hand crank for 4 machines. There's one on the floor for the fan, one right here for the press, one right here for our millstone, and our basin. Another thing that I've done since the last episode is I made a farm so that we can grow some wheat and other crops so that we can, have food, but also so that we can get our hands on some slime balls, because grinding the wheat down into, I think flour is what it's called. I don't remember. Grinding that down into flour and mixing it with water gives us slime balls. And if you haven't used Create before, slime balls are actually like a pretty good resource to have your hands on, since it's what you use to make the glue. And you're gonna need glue for all sorts of contraptions, especially this one that we're gonna be building today. Now, another thing that we haven't done is we have been completing quite a few quests in our quest book, but we actually don't start with a quest book in this mod pack. So I went ahead and made a book, and then I combined it with some diorite, and now we have ourselves a quest book. All right, everyone. So the first thing that I need to get my hands on actually is our glue. I think we can start setting up. So I have 7 mechanical drills. A 3x3 should be good for us. All right, so now that we have 9 drills, let's go build what I'm gonna build. This is a really easy first build for your Create experience. So basically what we're going to do is hold shift so that we place it facing down, and just however many drills you have, build them around that. I'm going to put the barrel in the center so that we can, well, actually no, I do need another barrel there. So let's use our glue to connect these 2 corners, these 2 barrels, and the barrels to the drills. So that should be all the gluing we need for this whole process. So that means we're done with that. We don't need that right now. Next up is going to be our pulley, which I think I placed like that. I might actually, okay, so with the water wheel, we're going to do some gear ratios just to speed up the mining process. All right, so with these gears, it's going to be really simple. So this is going to be where the output is, right? That means we're going to want 1 big gear, and then on the back of the big gear, we put that. Let's pick that up for now, just so that was so that we know where to put it, right? So we can't put it down on this one because it won't spin. But once we put a casing over it, we can actually place the cog directly on it, and it won't interfere with it. And we could have done this a couple more times, but I kind of just feel like doing it like that. This is going to be really ugly right now. It's okay. This is not going to be a permanent thing. Okay, now we should be able to place that over it. I think that's spinning in the correct direction as well. So that means when we connect the shaft, this should kick into gear. So now the drills are going to start drilling down, and it'll be picking up any item that it mines up. We do, however, have to be a little careful about walking around it from now on, because this is going to be a hole. So I'm going to let that go for a while until it stops dropping down. So I think we should also get our hands on a mechanical saw. We can now craft the mechanical saw, and if we grab ourselves this, we should be able to just walk up to any random tree and then just cut it down like that. And it cuts the whole thing down too, so it makes the whole process a lot faster. All right, I just connected a whole bunch of them. Let's see how this goes. So we chop down a whole lot of trees all at once, and that gives us a whole lot of wood. Obviously, it does come at a cost. You do need to actually eat. But, you know, if you have a good source of food, it should be pretty easy. Okay, so it looks like this is done moving. So just to make it spin the other way, we'll just place it down like that. Place a block there. Now it should be returning back up with all of the loot that it's gotten. And since it's nighttime, let's go sleep real fast while it comes up. Alright, so we've pulled it back up. We actually managed to get ourselves some diamonds and also some raw iron. We actually did not need that second barrel, but still good to have it, you know, just in case. Now, since the glue does persist, we do actually have to break it manually. Here, let me show you guys something really cool that I set up. So I set it up so that when you spin this, it actually is gear ratioed for this to work faster. So we got 3 flint out of it, but we managed to get lucky and got a single iron nugget out of it. I was initially planning on making a cobblestone factory, but as I was thinking about it, it would probably be far more beneficial for me to first focus on a kelp farm. Now, kelp is good for quite a few things in this mod pack. One of which is actually to use it in crafting the belts, of course. Okay, so first you'll want to dig a 2 deep area. Since we've got 3 mechanical harvesters, one of them we actually got as a reward for crafting one. We're gonna go 3 out from the center, and then after you do that, we'll dig down 2 blocks in the center. We'll leave that empty, or we'll leave one of the corners filled in, and then we'll put our water wheel down. This will make it so that all of our sides are covered and the water actually flows in one direction rather than multiple. So you put the water down. I don't think it matters too much where you place it, just as long as it works. And then you can put down that. On top of it, you put down your mechanical bearing. And since we've got the water in there already, we can actually cover it up. So that's the direction that it's going to be spinning in. We'll glue it up. And now everything should be connected. And we need to turn all of this into source blocks. And then we need to do that one more time on top. Perfect. So now everything should be perfectly hooked up. We can place in our kelp. And I'm going to actually demonstrate what'll happen as they grow. So let me take an empty hand to that. So as it spins around, it's going to collide with the kelp, and it'll make occasional stops at this, and it should transport everything into the chest. Does not seem to be doing that, which means that I probably hooked this up kind of funny. But luckily with a chute, you can just transport it like that, maybe. And there we go. So, I don't fully understand why it wasn't working the way I had it originally. Maybe it's because I need to glue them together. I don't know. But as the kelp grows, it'll be harvested and dropped off into the barrel. So as a bonus, here's a very easy and a slow cobblestone generator. Basically what happens is, in the back we've got ourselves a water wheel. If we really wanted to, I could have gear ratioed it, but I wanted to just build this real quick. So we got a water wheel, It powers a drill that's also waterlogged with water. in case you would not believe that it was waterlogged somehow. And then above that is some lava, but it's in front of the drill. So the drill's directly beneath this cobblestone. And this is what produces our cobblestone that the drill mines. And it's right above a chute, so it falls into this barrel. Very easy, simple setup, and you can make it faster if you really wanted to, but that's how I got it set up for now. But in case you couldn't tell, that's going to be about everything we've got for this episode today. I hope you all enjoyed watching this video, and please consider subscribing. It would be very cool. Bye!